Hey everybody, Fred McFarlane here with Travel by Georgia, and on the other screen is Stephen Tubman, our friend from Oceania Cruises. We appreciate you taking the time, Stephen. And we really wanted to just take a few minutes to chat about the Mediterranean Serenade Cruise. That's the one we're taking next year in 2027. Starts in Barcelona, goes to Civitavecchia, Rome, Italy. Dates are April 16th to the 23rd. We're going to be hitting the ports of Palamos in Spain. I never know how to pronounce this. Is it Sete or Sete in France?
I guess sete
Sete
mare.
sounds better, right? Somebody will correct me who speaks French. I do know how to say Saint Tropez because that is a beautiful place. Been there. Also stop in Portofino and Livorno, which is essentially Tuscany in Italy, and also Corsica in Rome, which I'm sorry, in France, which is another beautiful spot. Before we disembark in Civitavecchia and Rome, we will be on board the beautiful and new-ish, new to us for the Sunny Jim Travel Tribe, Allura, and you can tell us more about it. Please do share what can we expect on board the Allura, Stephen?
She's a beautiful ship. I mean, this is going to be a fantastic voyage for a fantastic group, of course. We've already put together. This is our maybe our third group now,
Yep,
Fred.
sure
The
is. Yes,
Sunny
it is.
Jim group.
Hmm.
I mean, and everything's gone well so far, and it's going to get even better now that it's going to be on the newest ship, the Allura. So hopefully you can see my screen. How does it look? It
It looks
looks
great.
good, right?
That's it. Yep.
So just a little bit, about what we're going to be going over today. I really wanted to touch base more on the new ship, the Allura. Talk about, the food options we have on board, just all the different activities we have for you guys to do. I always like to start my presentations just kind of talking about what Oceania Cruises stands behind.
Hmm.
The main pillars, the main beliefs, our core beliefs. We are smaller ship luxury, so the largest ship at the moment is right around this exact guest count, which is the same as the Allura, 1,200 guests. That's still smaller scale, and we have pretty good tonnage to our ships too. The Allura is about, I would say, 76,000 tons. So it's a decent ship for only about 1,200 guests. So we have great lounges on board, casinos on board all our ships, which I'll talk a little about as well. Um, we have some of the best guest to staff ratios in the industry. For every three guests, there's two staff members. And that leads into my favorite statistic, actually, which is for every 10 guests, there's one chef on board our ships. And that is the hallmark of the brand. I'm sure Fred would, um, he could vouch for that. We also travel to over 600 alluring destinations throughout the world. We're never stagnant here at Oceania Cruises. We change our itineraries every single year, and it's for good reason. It's how we can draw some of the best guests, such as yourselves, to this wonderful brand. We draw guests from the top brands in the world as well, just based on the fact that we have such beautiful, unique itineraries every single year. This is our current voyage group that we have set up for next year in April. I personally have been to some of these ports of call, including Barcelona, which was amazing. I got to see La Sagrada Familia with
Which
my
there's a
family.
picture there of it, right?
There we go. Yep, and
Hmm.
it was phenomenal. I have been to Rome. We dock typically in Civitavecchia, and you take a bus ride into Rome. Phenomenal. You get to see the Colosseum, for example. That city is just beautiful. Some of the best food. You guys are gonna have a wonderful time, I'm sure. As far as the Allura, the ship itself, though, gorgeous. Our most innovative ship to date. Our chief luxury officer, Jason Montague, he just can't say enough good things about the ship, and I completely agree with him. Just to show a few pictures, the beautiful neutral color tones on board, big, large, spacious balconies. I was fortunate enough to actually go on a preview voyage of the Allura when it came out. It just started to set sail, by the way, last summer in July. And they had a family and friends cruise where we got to go with all of the staff. This is me pictured here with the marketing team. I took these beautiful pictures myself of the grand staircase on deck five and the beautiful pool deck, which was amazing. And you're not having to fight for a lounge chair on Oceania Cruises. I promise you that. Fred, I know you can attest to that as well. You probably
Absolutely.
the pool deck, Sunny Jim.
Mhm.
I think he
He
presented
did.
on the pool
Yeah,
deck,
he has
right?
played. Yes. Mhm.
That's amazing. And I had won a sales incentive last year, so I got to stay just to show you guys in the owner suite on board the Allura.
Wow. Ooh.
So if anybody's interested in the Allura suite, 2,000 square feet, like the entire back of the ship, wraparound balconies, fully furnished by Ralph Lauren Polo. These are the actual pictures I took, except for the bottom left one that was a rendering. But I just couldn't find it in my camera roll. But gorgeous. I mean, just the level of accommodations on board Oceania Cruises is just bar none amazing.
I've lived
And
in
now,
places, apartments that were smaller than that closet. Just even look at that.
oh my gosh, it's phenomenal. I have to figure out now how to get heated floors in our bathroom. My
Yeah,
wife wants those heated floors, and I don't. It's going to be too expensive.
you
I
get
don't know.
spoiled. All right, high rollers, hit us up. We'll put you in the presidential suite,
Yeah, the owner suite, you can't go
owner
wrong.
suite. Yeah, I'm sorry.
And I did include just two short videos, Fred, if that's okay with
Okay,
you.
awesome. Please, yeah, absolutely.
This one is really about the christening of the Allura, and you'll get to
Okay.
see our Chief Luxury Officer, Jason Montague.
Today, a new chapter begins as
You
Oceanic
can hear the sound?
Cruises
Yes.
celebrates a proud milestone and sets course for an extraordinary future.
Every journey has a middle over the horizon.
You can turn the volume up a little bit on your end. That'd be great. I'm hearing it okay, but
A great part. Today, we officially welcome Oceania Cruises to our fleet. Thank everyone at Stephen Tubman for your hard work, dedication, and shared passion in ensuring that she is absolutely amazing in every way possible.
Allura, the latest jewel in the Oceania Cruises fleet, is meticulously crafted and embodies the essence of timeless sophistication and modern luxury. She's not just a ship, she's a destination in herself.
The arrival of Oceania marks not just the middle of our journey, but the debut of Oceania Cruises' most innovative and most luxurious ship to date. Oceania opens the door for a bold new vision and exceptional luxury at sea. Being true to our motto, your world is calling, Oceania will introduce our guests to a myriad of new destinations and experiences.
Oceania Cruises' storied journey continues today with Oceania Allura and with Oceania Sonata 2027. Oceania Cruises, where every journey is a masterpiece.
We
very nice.
we highlighted the new class too there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, well, the volume is a little bit low, but hopefully people can turn it up and listen at home. And if not, they got the beautiful pictures of the ship, and
I can send you these videos too, just in
that'd be great.
case,
Okay,
and then
that'd be
maybe
great. Thanks.
we could
Okay,
post them. But yeah, we did highlight the new Sonata class as well. Maybe we'll do a future group on the Sonata, Fred.
well, always looking to go with you guys.
We'll talk with Georgia about
Hmm.
it. But as I mentioned, we have beautiful lounges throughout the ship. You know, in that video, you actually got to see the private executive spa terrace. It's on the back of the ship. It's a more private area for concierge level and above. But if you don't book concierge level and you're in like our standard veranda, for example, you can have access for about $24 per person per day. Amazing. The private pool with the cascading waterfalls that you can hit a button and they just hit your back. It is amazing. I just had to mention that. It's like one of my favorite parts of the ship.
Yeah, that's
Um,
great.
but the bars throughout the ship, amazing. My favorite has to be the Founders Bar. It's where we do our mixology.
Hmm.
And, I had my favorite new cocktail. It's called the Benevolent Dictator.
Yep.
It comes from one of our founding fathers named Bob Binder, who owns a winery in California called Silver Trident. We take his red blend and we freeze it into a ball and mix it with a special bourbon, and then put it into the glass enclosed box and fill it up with the hickory smoke. I thought that red wine and bourbon would be so strange, but it was actually delicious. It's like my new favorite drink on board. But
I
just
love
just
the Founders. Founders Bar is one of my favorite spots too. Absolutely.
it's amazing. Casinos on board all of our ships. I think I mentioned that. We have the artist loft, as you can see, pictured in the top left. We'll have a residential artist staying on board who will set up the gallery where you can purchase the beautiful artwork or he'll do free artwork classes. We have full culinary centers on board, on the Allura especially. I did mention, the different bars we have throughout.
Mhm.
The Ultimate Bloody Mary bar is a really good one to try too. I don't know if you got to try that on the Vista. Did you, Fred?
No, I did not. Not the Bloody Mary Bar. You got to get up in the morning for that.
Oh yeah. Well, the full culinary center,
Mhm.
we're getting pretty close. We're actually probably within that time frame where the culinary classes are probably available for this voyage. And some of them can sell out. They are very popular. They're for only 24 guests at a time for each class, but amazing. I mean, you have floor to ceiling windows, which I don't have pictured yet. I should have taken more pictures, but you get it's about an hour and a half in length. You'll have the headmaster chef do a champagne toast in the beginning. Did you ever get a chance to do one of the
I have
culinary?
not done that yet, believe it or not. Georgia and I have not taken advantage of. We've been in the kitchen and taken tours of it, but never taken one of the classes. And in fact, I was going to mention that because they do, I understand, sell out. So if anybody wants to take advantage of this, they should definitely sign up as quickly as possible.
Yes, please. And they're not included. The cost is
Right.
about $99 per person or so, but it's so worth it. It's an amazing experience, and it's, an hour and a half in length. It's a pretty lengthy class. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, everybody we've talked to who has taken it and enjoyed it has said great things about it.
Well, another good option on the new ship, the Allura, is we have the Link Digital Center.
Hmm.
Not a lot of our guests even know about this. We have some amazing classes, talking about AI, food photography classes. It's for 80 to 120 guests. It's just another cool experience that not a lot of our guests know about, and it's included. It's free. You don't have to worry about anything like that. Going into the finest cuisine at sea, as we like to say here at Oceania Cruises, we are the cruise line for foodies. It all started with the world-renowned famous headmaster chef Jacques Pepin, as I'm sure you know.
Hmm.
He's brought that culinary experience to us that some say rival that of onshore Michelin star quality restaurants, especially in our special dining venues.
Hmm.
But he's really handed down the reins to Alexis Qualretti and Eric Barale, pictured here, our new executive culinary directors. They've really kept his experience alive with Oceania and all of his wonderful food options. I just really wanted to talk about the food that we have available on the Allura. This picture in the top left is the grand dining room. It's one of the most beautiful grand dining rooms. It's actually pictured behind me here. It's my favorite grand dining room.
Hmm.
Very tall floor to ceiling windows, beautiful golden chandeliers. The chairs are big, spacious, very comfortable seating. Polo grill. I've had one of the best dry aged ribeye steaks I've ever had in my life, paired with a good red wine. Toscana. We actually made a point of trying Toscana when we got to Rome. So maybe you guys can decide on doing the same thing and
Yeah,
getting the Italian experience when you get to Rome or
that'd be
towards
great.
the end of the voyage.
Hmm.
We had the nice chicken Alfredo, so they brought out the big Parmesan cheese wheel and actually made it tableside. It was
Hmm.
amazing. Red ginger has to be my favorite personally, just because I love sushi. And I don't know if when you tried red ginger, did they bring out the box, Fred, and you got to
Yes.
choose your
Yeah. Oh,
chopsticks?
absolutely. Yeah, that's also one of our favorite. In fact, we'll talk about it in a second. We just were in Japan on an Oceania ship and missed having the red ginger. They used a little smaller ships. They couldn't fit all the restaurants on, and that was the one thing we missed on it was not having red ginger. Wonderful
Ah,
restaurant.
that's right. Well, yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
realize that I actually prefer a heavier chopstick. I just thought that was very unique.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that
Um,
is really cool feature of it. And what's the sea bass that they have? So it is
yeah,
that there's one
it's
fish dish that's
it's
absolutely
the
amazing.
Chilean sea bass. It's
That's it.
phenomenal. It melts in your mouth like butter. It is
Mhm.
incredible. The best fish. It's my favorite as well. I'd have to say.
Mhm.
Jacques, our French metropolitan cuisine based
Mhm.
on Jacques Pepin himself. Another amazing restaurant. I just wanted to include some pictures of the different grand dining rooms on our different classes of ships. The big picture on the left, though, is the one you guys will get to enjoy on the Allura. Again, phenomenal. Terrace Cafe in the top left here. It's our buffet style, but wonderful experience. They have tons of different options of food every single day. We'll have the amazing sushi in there as well. Waves Grill is where I actually got to experience Oceania Cruises food
Mhm.
for the first time. And I was used to contemporary when I first started with the company, so I would have like chicken tenders and French fries. The Waves Grill, I'm having the famous surf and turf sandwich, filet mignon
Mhm.
and lobster, all you can eat. I was hooked. Amazing. Baristas, especially on the Allura on the top deck with those beautiful 360 views, the best way to start your morning. I would go up there with my work laptop and have one of our specialty coffees, a cappuccino or a latte, you name it. All included, of course. Just a great way to start your morning. And we did include pizzerias on board our ship. So now we have the industrial size pizza station on board. You can have some phenomenal pizza with Oceania Cruises.
Yeah, I have to say, yeah, baristas is a must go first thing in the morning. Get some coffee. It was actually also where I was introduced to Amaro, French, which is an Italian liqueur. Now I have several bottles on my bar. First place I ever saw it was on an Oceania at baristas. They made some afternoon coffee drink with it, and it was amazing. Hey, and then before you get in Aquamar, because that's amazing as well, and one of my favorite spots, certainly for breakfast, you got the avocado toast there, which I know we're going to talk about. But would you tell us about the restaurants, Polo Grill and
Yeah.
red ginger and all. Uh, do people need to make reservations for those, or how does that work, Stephen?
Yeah. So we're all allowed one reservation at each of the specialty dining venues ahead of time, and we
At
can
no
make
additional
more,
cost, right?
no additional cost, and we can make more on board at no additional cost either. As you just have to get on board if you want to make additional reservations.
Okay, so how would they, if they want to eat at each of those restaurants, do they wait till they get on board and then and make the reservations? Or can they do that in advance?
Well, I would book your reservations in advance for the
Okay,
one time at each of the restaurants
correct.
that you're
Right.
allowed. And then you can visit the restaurant staff. They'll be stationed right outside the restaurant at their booth, and you can talk to them about additional reservations if you'd like.
But honestly, the food's so good in the grand dining room as well. You're not missing anything. You definitely want to go to each of the restaurants at least that one night. But even if
Yes.
you don't go back, the meals in the grand dining room are amazing. Okay, so Aquamar and that delicious avocado toast I see up there.
Yeah, and again, yeah, like you said, you can't go wrong. Any of the restaurants you go to on Oceania, it's going to be phenomenal, no
Mhm.
matter what. I've never had a bad experience with food myself, but Aquamar Kitchen, it has become so popular on these two new ships, the Vista and the Allura, that you'll be sailing on. We're probably going to have to unveil it to the entire fleet just because of the popularity. It's only for breakfast and lunch, but you're getting the avocado toast. We make fresh smoothies. It is so good. You can get the organic power bowl that you see
Mhm.
pictured here.
Mhm.
And I wanted to just include one more short video, kind of our culinary experience, but I thought it would be good to show the Aquamar kitchen video that we have, just because it's right now it's only on the Vista and the Allura, our newer ships that you'll be
Yep,
sailing if you go with
love
this
it.
group. I just want to check one thing really quick with the
Okay,
video. Uh, Share computer sound. There we go.
there
I
you
think
go.
this is louder.
Okay, much better.
All of the flavour with none of the guilt. Aquamar Kitchen is all about eating well while still enjoying
Mhm.
every mouthful.
Aquamar Kitchen was designed with health and wellness in mind. All the dishes are made with whole, fresh ingredients to create really nourishing meals. It was first introduced on Vista, but has been so popular with guests, it's now being rolled out on other ships too.
I especially love Aquamar. That has been a great highlight for me. Such a great variety of food choices.
For people who want to eat a little bit lighter, there's a lot of great options.
Nothing short of fantastic, honestly.
If you want to be healthy and you take care about your well-being, Aquamar is the right choice. In the morning, cold pressed juices, for lunch wraps, poke bowl, impossible burgers. A lot of guests, when you mention to them, the healthy option, you should go and try. I said, no, I'm not really interested. But then during the cruise, you see them, that they go, they say, oh, I like that. There's a beautiful buffet. They make fresh juices for you. What else can be better, So by the middle of the cruise, this place is packed over there.
The fresh ingredients, all the fresh produce is local, sourced locally. For example, we have loading in Barcelona, so most of the fresh produce comes from Barcelona directly, or they come from Italy, or where we have the loading specifically, that's where we source the fresh produce. That's what also makes the difference. And that way we can assure that we have fresh quality produce during the entire cruise.
And if you have fitness goals, the gym manager can guide you on what to choose.
We have plenty of people that are coming here on board, and they are always asking me what they can actually eat in the Oceania. But I say in Oceania, we have the best, amazing food here. I have seen in the other ships, they provide different things, but I feel like that is not good for your health. But here, they do care of your health because for a guest is the top priority here.
Aquamar Kitchen is open for breakfast and lunch on Marina, Vista and Allura. No reservations are required.
You definitely find us there, and I know Adela loves that spot too, Adela White. So you'll see her there as well. All right. So yeah, let's talk. We said we try to keep this at 20 minutes, and we're about there already. But if you can go through the last couple slides, Stephen, and then we will send more information out to people about the ports that we're going to be visiting, and of course, we can always answer questions for folks.
Yeah, sure, of course. And this is actually the last slide.
Okay.
So I just really wanted to mention, we have over 8,000 different shore excursions to choose from throughout all of our different voyages. You're going to Rome. I've personally experienced our Go Local tour where you're going to an Italian family's home and they prepare fresh pasta and we shared wine and stories. It was an amazing experience. Only for 8 to 10 guests at a time. So some of these tours could go on to waitlist status. If you're thinking about traveling with the group, reach out to Fred or Georgia for any of these shore excursions. They'll help you try and get everything booked ahead of time as soon as possible. We have culinary discovery tours where you're going into the local port of call. You're going out there with the headmaster chef and you get to learn about all the local ingredients, gather them up, bring them back to the ship and prepare them in the culinary center. Very popular tours. I just really wanted to mention the shore excursions at least once.
No, that's awesome. And how far out can they book their itineraries?
Yeah, so the shore excursions are available at 1 year prior to sailing.
Okay, so we're there now, so they can go in there now. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we also have, I've mentioned all the ports. We're going to be sending out more info. We will share this on social media and send it out to anybody who wants it. We do have a pre-trip in Barcelona scheduled for those who haven't already signed up for that. That's going to be great. Barcelona, as you can attest to, Stephen's an amazing city. We do also have a post-trip set up in Italy, and it's not going to be in Rome because we've been there a couple of times. It's out in the country of Tuscany. We've got a lot of things we're going to Cinque Terre, we've got an excursion scheduled at Cinque Terre. Other folks will be going to Rome, and we still have some room on this cruise. We can always sell. I believe there's still room on the ship, Stephen.
Yep.
As far as you know, okay. So if you want to join us for this and you haven't already, you got some friends who want to join us, don't wait. Please get in touch right away. And of course, as Stephen mentioned, Oceania has some amazing itineraries, great ships going all over the world. They change every year. We, as I mentioned, just got back from Japan on an Oceania ship. We've been on a number of Oceania ships and just love them. I feel like Oceania ships, Stephen, and I think Adela and James agree with us because they keep wanting to come back. They're just a great size. Like you said, you don't feel like you're on a little tiny ship. You feel like, you've got spaces to spread out. You've got restaurants, you got casino, you got all those places, bars. And yet, disembarking could be easier. It's not like there's 3,500 people all trying to get off at the same time with their luggage. It's a perfect size, especially for groups like ours. So
true.
We always look forward to it.
And the best part is you guys have Sonny Jim. He's going to be performing for the group.
We're gonna have Sonny Jim playing on board, and anybody who's been with us on an earlier cruises knows he will perform on the ship. So we'll get that schedule out to everybody soon. Stephen, thanks again for your time. I know you've been very busy, and you're going out of town, leaving tomorrow. So we appreciate you spending some time, setting some time aside for us, and always great to see you, my friend. Thank you very much, and get in touch with us, and we'll get you on an Oceania ship. If not this one, another one, right?
That's right. Thank you, guys.
Bye.